Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I understand we have people joining us from the US and from Spain, and also from Scotland, so please let me welcome everyone. And please let me welcome you here to the demonstration area at our Marlow Sales and Marketing Office of Kell Systems, just outside of London. We like to use these webcasts as an informal forum to talk about the Kell Systems portable server environment, what it is, what it does, and to highlight some of its unique performance features such as the extreme noise reduction, high thermal capacity, and also to look at some of the installer-friendly features that we've designed into it over the years. Now you'll have noticed the type your question here bar above the screen. Please feel free to use it any time. As soon as you hit send, give or take internet delays, it'll arrive on a screen in front of me here. What I'd like to do if possible is just to give you a 5-10 minute tour of the enclosure I've got with me, and then I'll come back and take the questions at the end. Now, I'm very pleased to have this opportunity to show you real service operating in a real Kell portable server environment in what is in fact a very typical Kell application. This may be a demonstration area, but actually the hardware in this enclosure is supporting a substantial part of Kell Systems' own international IT network. In here we've got 6 dual processor servers, several switches, 3 kVA UPS and some other peripheral hardware. Let me just go through the specifics of what we've got here. Here you can see we have 2 HP DL380 servers with each has got is a dual chip server, and they've both got dual core 3.2 Xeons in them. We've got 2 HP ML370 servers, tower servers lying on the sides converted from that, and those have also got the same configuration. They've got 2 3.2 gig Xeons in them, and then we have a couple of Dell 1U rack mount servers that are both again two processors, and we've got an ABC UPS and some other bits and pieces. This model PSC24 has a thermal capacity of 2.4 kilowatts. The model PSC12 and the model PSC18, the 12 and 18U enclosures, have a thermal capacity of 1.2 kilowatts, and the full height 38U PSC38 has a thermal capacity of 3.6 kilowatts. I'll just mention compatibility quickly because you've seen equipment from various manufacturers inside here. What's going on here is a standard EIA spec 4-post rack, adjustable front rack rails, and all of the features that you'd expect with a conventional 19-inch rack. It's compatible with everything that's designed to be rack compatible, from Apple Macs through to all the stuff you're seeing in here. Now, keeping the noise down is only part of the equation when you're not using a computer room. You have to have proper airflow moving through the cabinet, or the hardware inside is just going to overheat. However, let's think about this. If you create great big air holes, then the sound's going to leak out, isn't it? Well, not with a Kell PSC, and that's the big design challenge we've mastered over the years. Let me explain quickly how the airflow works. The Kell PSC operates as a sealed enclosure except for the carefully designed acoustic air ducts that we've built into it. The airflow is created by exhaust fans mounted in the rear of the cabinet, which fire through acoustic ducts that prevent the noise from escaping. Those fans are powerful enough to exchange the air in the cabinet 4 or 5 times a minute, so the PSC itself has little or no impact on the operating temperatures of the CPUs and the servers within it, or any of the other hardware in there. The cabinet air intakes are actually down here, underneath, facing downwards. The air flows in through more acoustic ducts built into this side chamber here. It just looks like part of the cabinet, but actually what's in there is quite a sophisticated network of acoustic baffles and acoustic labyrinths that allow the air to flow freely but don't allow the noise to get out. The air enters the cabinet forward of the line of the service, from top to bottom, just here, through big ducts cut into the side of the enclosure. It then flows backwards, obviously sucked in by the service, heated up a bit, pushed out the back, and then the Kell fan modules at the rear of the enclosure exhaust the air. I'll come back to this in a second, because we'll be able to take a closer look at them. Now, I'm going to start taking these things to bits, because opening and closing the doors only here only tells half of the story about the noise reduction and doesn't tell you what's going on at the back of the cabinet. A lot of the noise is actually absorbed at the rear of the cabinet. So I'm going to start taking panels off. I want to point out some more features at the back of the PSE as we go. And I'll just open the doors and we'll go through this in sequence. The rear section of the cabinet at the side is detachable. It's just on a push fit. You can pull it off very easy for installation and maintenance. Let's take the other side off here. And let's take a look at what's going on at the back here. You may be able to see that there are two Kell fan modules, one above the other on this in this enclosure. The smaller cabinets, the 12 and 18 mm, you only have one fan module, and on the 38 mm you have three fan modules, which is how we scale according to the size of the rack. So let me just take this off. As you can see, I hope fairly clearly, this is a very simple system. We disconnect the fan module. You can see all that's connected. The only connection here is a simple DC connection at the top that you might find on a phone charger or something like that, and then the fan module lifts off. It's completely hot swappable in seconds. Let me just talk for a minute, if I may, about how the cable's going out of the cabinet. Down at the bottom here underneath, there's a soundproof cable cord which will take probably 300 to 400 Cat 5s if you want to do all polar runs back into the rack and have a network switches in it, as well as your servers. The cables can enter horizontally here, but they can come up vertically from underneath the computer floor. Let me just start putting this back together again now so that you can hear again the full effect of the sound. Here we go. Just plug that back in, it's very straightforward. Push this back in there. The side panel back on the side of the cabinet. And now on this side too, it's very straightforward. Just push it all together, strip down in seconds really, close the front doors, put the catches on, turn the lock, and there we are. Well, that's more or less everything that I wanted to run through just as an introduction.